I am Sumati. I am going to tell about test management. Let us see about the people and organization issues in testing. So in that, there are some perception and misconception about testing. So first thing, testing is not technically challenging. Second thing, testing does not provide me a career path or a growth. Third one, I am put into testing. What is wrong with me? Fourth one, these folks are my adversaries. Fifth one, testing is what I can do at an end if I get time. Sixth one, there is no sense of ownership in testing. Seventh one, testing is only destructive. So these points may be true about 20 years ago. But when most of the testings are manual and products are somewhat simplistic. But in the present scenario, it is not in the case because it requires a holistic understanding of an entire product rather than a single module. It also requires a thorough understanding of multiple domains. Then the tester should be specialization in many languages and they should have a knowledge of use of tools and there are opportunity for conceptualization and out of box thinking. Then there are significant investments are made today in testing today. An internal test tool today could very well be one of those expensive test automation tools for tomorrow. So by these points, the testing is not that technically challenging is true to be false. Next one, testing does not provide me a career path or growth. So here, testing is not a devil and development is not an angel. Opportunities abound equally in both testing and development. So next one, I am putting testing. What is wrong with me? If a person is not suitable for development, then there can be a similar reason or they can be suitable for testing either. They are not put into testing wrongly. Next one, these folks are my adversaries. Both the teams should reinforce each other and not to be a loggerheads. Next one, testing is what I can do in the end if I get time. But here, testing is not happens in the end of the project. It happens throughout and continues beyond the release. There is no sense of ownership in testing. Testing has deliverables just as development has and hence tester should have the same sense of ownership. Testing is only destructive. Testing is destructive as much it is constructive, like two sides of the coin. Next, comparison between testing and development function. Testing is often a crunch time function. Generally, more elasticity is available in projects in earlier phases. Testing functions are arguable, the most difficult ones to start. Testing functionality usually carry more external dependency than the development function. Then it provides a career path for testing professionals. The areas of progression people look for in their testing careers are technical challenge, learning opportunities, increasing responsibility and authority, increasing independence, ability to have a significant influence on an organization's success, rewards and recognition. So these are the career progression for testing profession. Whenever the testers are going the technical growth means first he will become a test engineer, then he will become a senior test engineer, then he will become a test lead, after that he will become a test architect. This is the technical growth of a testing profession. If you are going for a management growth means test engineer, senior test engineer, test lead and department head manager. This is the way he will grow in the management growth. So what is the responsibility of test engineers? Here the tasks are given and either they can follow or formulate or an influence. He is a buddy test engineer, so he will be able to only follow all the tasks. He are not able to formulate. The only thing he can formulate is nothing but categorizing defects. Other things like following the test process, filing the high quality defects, adhering to schedule specified, developing a high quality documentation can only be able to follow. Next one, senior test engineer. So as a senior test engineer can able to formulate as well as follow. So what is the thing you are going to formulate is nothing but he is going to follow the test process as well as he is going to formulate the test process. Then he is going to filing the high quality defects usable by developers as well as he is going to formulate. And categorizing the defects he is going to formulate and directly schedule specified he is going to follow as well as formulate. The last thing, contribution to enhancing process for testing is only going to follow. Next one, responsible test lead. He can influence the things. So first one can review the test cases, test design and so on, and influence what should be followed. Next one, he has an overall responsibility for test quality of a model level. So he can influence the what should be done. Other things he can only able to formulate. The last responsibility of a test manager or department head, he is able to influence all the things, he is able to formulate all the things. Only one is going to follow is nothing but implementing organizational policies. Other things he are going to formulate and influence. What is the thing he is going to formulate and influence? Nothing but planning the test strategies, allocation of resources across the board, effective management of meetings, implementing organizational policies, keep everyone in synchronization by effective communication, risk management. Next one, organization section of testing teams. How we are going to differentiate the testing teams? So based upon dimensions, we are going to define the organization into a product-based organization and a service-based organization. Then based upon geographic distribution, we are going to separate something. So what is the product organization? Product organization is nothing but produces software products and take responsibilities of the entire product. What is service organization? They do not take complete responsibility for product. In testing context, they are organizations that provide testing service to other organizations that require them. Then based upon the geographic distribution, they are divided into a single site organization and multi-site organization. Single site organization means all the members are located in one single place. Multi-site organization means the team is scattered across a multiple location. So this is a structure of a single site and multiple site. So it contains a CEO, CTO, product 1, product 2 and support. So product 1 contains a product 1 management and product 1 delivery. Product 2 contains a product 2 management and product 2 delivery. So testing team structure for a single product company. So here I told that in a single product company they are going to have in a single room. So they will contain one project manager, team or engineers and team or engineer. This team or engineer will be able to develop a product, test the product and develop a product and test a product. In a small organization in the early stages development, there is very little management hierarchy and the people playing the roles of manager, leads and so on actually are also engineers who are expected to act as an individual contributors as well. So advantage of the model adopted in small organization exploits the rear loading nature of the testing activities, enables the engineers to gain experience in all aspects of life cycle. It is unaware to the fact that an organization mostly only has an informal process. Some defects may be detected early. What are disadvantages? Accountability for testing and quality reduces. Developers do not in general like testing and hence the effectiveness of the testing suffers. Schedule pressures generally compromise testing. Developers may not be able to carry out the different type of tests. As a product matters and the process evolve, a homogeneous single product organization doing both the development and testing spins into two distinct groups, one for development and one for testing. Next, precaution to be taken in the model are project manager should not buckle under pressure and ignore the findings and recommendation of the testing team. Project manager should ensure that the development and testing team do not view each other as adversaries. Testing team must participate in the project decision making and scheduling right from the task. So project manager, development manager and test manager and test engineers. Next one, organization section of testing teams. How we are going to differentiate the testing teams? So based upon dimensions, we are going to define the organization into a product-based organization and a service-based organization. Then based upon geographic distribution, we are going to separate something. So what is the product organization? Product organization is nothing but produces software products and take responsibilities of the entire product. What is service organization? Options available for organizing testing team for multi-product company. A central testing tank or brain test team which formulates a test strategy for organization. One test team for all products. Different testing for each product. Different testing for different type of test. A hybrid of all the above methods. It has also some advantage and disadvantage. So advantages: developing a product architecture that is testable or suitable for testing. Testing team will have better product and technology skills. Testing team can have a clear understanding of what design and architecture are built for and plan the test accordingly. Technical roadmap for product development and test development will be better synchronous. And these are the guidelines to be followed for a reporting team of the CTO. The team should be small in number. It should be equal of size. It should have organization-wide representation. It should have decision-making and reinforcing authority and not just be a recommending committee. You should be involved in periodic reviews to ensure that the operations are in line with strategies. So, operational structures for distributing testing team across multiple locations. There will be round clock development or testing models. Testing competency central model will be two variants. First one, center shared by multiple product development group. Otherwise, set a dedicated testing resources that involves in a full cycle of testing activities from early stages of the product. So these are the challenges in global teams. Cultural challenges, work allocation challenges, parity across team, ability to work effectively, dependence on communication infrastructure, time difference. Then there will be challenges in testing service organization, outside effect and estimation of resources, domain expertise, privacy and customer administration issues, appropriation of hardware and software resources and cost, maintaining a bench. Success factor for testing organization nothing but communication and teamwork, bringing customer perspective, providing appropriate tools and environments, periodic skill set upgrades. So, end with the first session.